We're talking with Vernon Robinson, who is the campaign head
the campaign director.
Campaign director for
Run, Ben, Run.
Dr. Ben Carson, I give you kudos because you all have excelled beyond what people would even ask or think in terms of getting this together. Let me address two issues real quick, and I'll let Annie, since I don't want to monopolize everything. Two quick issues in terms of the campaign. Number one, the issue regarding gun control. It is often considered and often brought up as to why he is not a reasonable conservative candidate. Response to that particular query.
Well, Dr. Carson, A, supports the Second Amendment. B, I encourage folks to download the app. We have a section on the app where Ask Ben Carson a question, and one of the questions you can ask him is, what is your position on the people's right to keep and bear arms? And what you get is the audio response from the Western Conservative Summit. We figured that if we summarize or try to transcribe or whatever, it would be less credible. Now, quite frankly, the Glenn Beck interview, where some people felt he was saying that the Second Amendment is conditioned geographically, has to be repudiated. If he wants to be the nominee of the Republican Party, he has to go back on Glenn Beck's show and say the only way to stop a bad guy with a gun is to have a good guy with a gun, and that folks, the reason people need a concealed carry permit is because it's too heavy to carry policemen around with them.
Exactly.
And so that has to happen. I am a lifetime NRA member. Exactly. I own an AR-15 in an urban area with lots of ammunition, and I need to have my AR-15, because we don't know whether it's ISIS or whether it's left-wing crazies or just the brother who down the block who wants to hit me in the head. I need to be able to shoot back. So, and that has to be addressed. Although, I believe, I've talked to Second Amendment guys, and they like where Ben Carson is, but still, you have to go on and put the Glenn Beck interview to dead.
Put that genie back in the bottle because a lot of people have concerns about that. Let me do this quick follow-up in terms of that question.
Yeah.
If he goes back on Glenn Beck and makes that statement, is he seen as a flip-flopping politician, the thing that he didn't want to be seen as?
Well, I think that I think people will accept the explanation that he is a quick study, and that he hasn't been familiar with some of the nuances of the Second Amendment issue. But since he is a quick study and is a bright guy, when you present him the evidence of John Lott's book that crime was going down in Chicago until they limited handguns, in which case only the criminals had handguns, and they started shooting up the citizens and killing them and robbing them, that folks will accept that. Of course, he did have a number of his classmates killed with firearms, and he saw a lot of folks killed and wounded with firearms when he was doing the rotations as an intern. When he was doing the ER rotation, he saw a lot of that. So I think that the bottom line is most Second Amendment guys want to make sure that a candidate for public office understands the reason for the Second Amendment is not plinking, it's not hunting, it's not even shooting the guy who's breaking into your house. It's to defend the country from invasion and from tyranny. And he believes that. He articulates that clearly. I believe the Second Amendment guys will be this. And besides, my fellow Second Amendment guys out there do not want Hillary Clinton to be president of the United States, which is what's going to happen if they do not nominate Dr. Carson.
Yeah, UN Small Arms Treaty, wink, wink.